And then we'll close this thing out with the 2019 Male Wrestler of the Year. We had Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, and Johnny Gargano. I mean, in retrospect, it's not like he got 0, so I don't regret putting him in here. And he was NXT champion. He was North American champion. In retrospect, I do regret not putting Walter in here. I think Walter had a better year overall than Gargano. Because Gargano, you got to realize, was gone for like the second half of the year. Like, he lost the championship, disappeared for like 2 months, came back for the match with Cole, lost again, disappeared, came back, and then disappeared again because he got hurt. So I think it's tough to kind of include Gargano here, but he did win a lot of championships, had a lot of amazing matches. From an in-ring standpoint, you could say that he was the wrestler of the year, but he wasn't, the guy this year, I don't think, the same way that Adam Cole was, who won with 54% of the votes. We had in second, the only closest person that we had was Daniel Bryan with 15.63% of the votes. And then Brock came in last. Brock was a champion almost all year, and he came in dead last with 3% of the votes. Rollins had 7.81%. He was in second to last, tied with Gargano. And then in third was Kofi, who had a great year too. Not towards the end, but he was a SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Now he is, and he was WWE Champion, and he got over big, more over than anyone else could have ever imagined. Didn't include Roman here. This might be the first year that I did not put Roman Reigns in the polls. He didn't really have that good of a year. I mean, he had a pretty good year, but not like from an accomplishment standpoint. But do you agree, RJ, with Adam Cole as the 2019 male wrestler of 2019?
I 100% agree. I'm surprised he didn't get even more votes than he got. I mean, obviously all these other guys did have a good year, but I would say out of even any wrestling company, I think Adam Cole had the best male wrestling year. Yeah, any company. I mean, he had an amazing year. All his matches are great. He was great during the NXT for Survivor Series. He was great in that role. That match he had with Bryan on that SmackDown show after Saudi was a great,
amazing match.
I think he's just had a really great year, and I think he's the wrestler of the year on any company, especially WWE.
Definitely. I mean, the funny thing is that he's been here for 2 years, but he really broke out this year because I think a big knock on Cole for a while was that the guy's a star. I mean, we've been saying that even well before he joined NXT, you and I both, but he never really had that one breakout match. I mean, the Aleister Black match was great, actually, from the Philly show that we were at, and the ladder match he was in. Actually, that's a fucking lie, actually, because the ladder match was great, the Ricochet match was great in Brooklyn. He did have a lot of good matches, but people never really saw him as being a great wrestler until, like, the matches with Gargano. And then he had a great match with Dunn at Survivor Series. They stole the show that night. The match with Matt Riddle was fucking great on NXT on October 2nd. And the Daniel Bryan match was also really, really good. And the Balor match last week was also great. So the guy had an amazing year. I really don't know how you can go with anyone else but Adam Cole as the WWE/NXT Wrestler of 2019.